Improving your frame appearance is one of the most aesthetic factors you can use to gigamog anyone standing beside you, especially in photos. And now before you guys go in the comments and say, holy genetics, your frame isn't correctable, rip clavicle bones. Stop being a victim, but instead come back to the analysis lab with me, because I'm telling you right now, even if you've been severely cooked in the frame department, I promise you by the end of this video, you'll learn some crucial techniques to make you start hating narrow walkways and tight doors, because your structure is just far too broad for regular normies. So make sure you guys leave a like on the video, and if you're new, subscribe, or you'll never be able to ascend your genetic potential through all of my videos. So we're gonna be ranking on a tier list all the best ways to improve your physical structure and just make yourself appear much more emasculating and just better in general. Starting at the top with ascend your frame and going all the way down to dog water. All right, so the first one that we have is improving your posture. Now, all of you jelking addicts out there, you may as well do it with good posture. So kill two birds with one stone. This will most definitely improve your frame. Now, one thing that you can do is implement your shoulder retraction during exercises. So I've noticed this with things like bench press, just adequately retracting your shoulder blades and bringing them down will broaden your look. Exercises specifically that improve your posture are things like seated incline curls, rear delts, making a conscious effort throughout the day to never be slouching. So if you're someone who works in an office and you're at a computer all day, you need to be doubling down on a conscious effort to make sure that you're not rounding your shoulders forward. A nice upright stance, pulling your shoulders back, keeping your posture in check constantly. Eventually it's gonna bite you in the ass and you will just end up having very rounded forward shoulders. Literally every single person out there can improve their posture. Whether you got bad clavicle genetics, bad shoulder genetics, it doesn't matter. This will improve you 100%. Everyone can do this. I'm gonna put fixing your posture. I'm gonna put in mass improvement. All right, next up we have is growing out your shoulders. Now, growing your shoulders is the #1 cause of frame ascension. And ways to do this are overhead press or lateral raises. Now, every aesthetic dude that you know just has that really round delt look. You should be absolutely prioritizing your lateral raises. What I do is I go super heavy, drop set down to lighter weight, really good form, and then I'll just rep out my arms with no weight until I am gasping for air, pretty much. Growing your shoulders out, you're gonna look better in shirts, you're just gonna have a wider look in general, and every girl loves big shoulders. I don't know like a single girl that doesn't love big shoulders. So back to the basics, growing your shoulders is just going to elevate you. I'm gonna put it up in elevate. All right, next up we have is having small traps. Now, if you're someone with bad clavicle bone genetics, it is in your best interest to not really grow your traps. Reason being is because, have you ever heard of those guys out there with big traps, especially people enhanced, and they look like their traps are their shoulders and they're a little dude in a big bodysuit, like Ronnie Coleman, but just imagine that his traps are actually his shoulders and he's just wearing a muscle suit sort of thing, like a blow up muscle suit. This is sort of the reason why if you don't have wide clavicles, you do not really want to train traps. Reason being is because you're going to have a diagonal look from your shoulders to your head. It's not going to be very aesthetic for you. You want to try and maximize how horizontal your shoulders go and not have your physique look like a diamond look. You just want to keep from your chest out to your shoulders very horizontal to try and maximize that appearance of a wide frame. Good picture of Ronnie Coleman here with his traps photoshopped out of the photo, and you can just see how the illusion of broad shoulders makes such a difference there, because he's just got a very horizontal look from the top of his shoulders to his head. So I'm gonna put it up in elevate. If I was someone who had bad clavicle bone genetics, I would most definitely not be training traps. All right, next up we have is practicing stomach vacuums. Now, stomach vacuums will make your waist thinner, although you have to keep doing them. If you stop doing them, then the shape and compression of your waist is going to revert back to normal.
So doing stomach vacuums can help strengthen that muscle and potentially tighten in a little bit. But that doesn't mean it's going to tone your belly or help you lose belly fat. That's just not how it works.
It's not anything that's gonna improve you drastically. It's just if you really wanna focus on that thin, tight waist and then making your frame look wide at the top, something you can implement into your training regime, maybe doing it at the end of your session, whatever. I'm gonna put in mass improvement. All right, next up we have is having a smaller waist. If you don't have good waist genetics, then you need to stop training your obliques. A good example of this is, the way that wrestlers look, maybe soccer players as well, because they're always twisting and turning. Obviously, when you train your core muscles where your obliques sit, it's gonna widen your waist, which essentially is gonna make your shoulders look less broad. It's going to make your frame smaller. Having that thin waist will make you appear a lot broader, especially when you're wearing tighter shirts. Definitely stop doing your Russian twists. When you're training your abs, make sure you're doing very specific ab exercises and not training core stability muscles, your obliques as well, because it's just gonna widen your waist and it's just gonna make your entire frame just completely vertical from your hips up to your shoulders. It's not what you want. It's not gonna help you. Pretty essential. I'm gonna put in elevate. All right, next up we have is growing your rear delts and lats for that nice triangular V taper. This is gonna make you mog compression shirts and tight shirts in general. Growing your rear delts really completes your shoulder look as well. Always be implementing some sort of rear delt exercise into your regime. Having that V taper in general from behind you is going to maximize that broad appeal from your waist up to your shoulders. Just gives you the V taper, it's essential. I'm gonna put it in mass improvement. All right, next up we have is building up your upper chest. Not many people know about this, but having that shelf at the top of your chest will make the clavicle bone outline more prominent, far more visible and dominant, especially when you're a lean body fat as well. The lighting's probably a bit brutal here, but basically, if you grow your upper chest here, it is going to come inwards where your clavicle bone sticks out, and it will just make the appearance of, from shoulder to shoulder, just look very muscular in general. It will look like you lift, even if all you could literally see was just your clavicle bone. You will know that that person lifts. I mean, emphasizing your frame in general, no matter how you can do it, is going to improve how you look. Growing your upper chest, I'm gonna put it in little help. All right, next up we have is having wide clavicles. If you have been blessed and you're born with very wide clavicles, it is rare to come by, something that is extremely sought after as a man. You've won the genetic lottery. You have already ascended, really. When you are genetically gifted with quite wide clavicles, you have some options. You can train your traps, which obviously having big traps is quite aesthetic, especially in shirts, when you can see your traps behind you. So you can grow your traps, although if you want to make your shoulders look really broad, then maybe don't grow your traps. Again, it will give you that horizontal plane between shoulder to shoulder, which will give the illusion of very broad shoulders. But I think having big traps is quite aesthetic. So, being born with long clavicle bones, I'm gonna put it up in ascend. You've basically peaked in life. I'd be getting down on my hands and knees and thanking my parents for that, whoever you get it from. All right, next up we have is waist compression sleeves. So wearing a corset, these don't work. Again, it's something that will revert back to whatever your stomach looks like as soon as you stop doing it. In terms of it actually benefiting the shrinkage of your waist, I don't think there's too much supporting evidence to say that these work. I think they're a bit of a money gimmick. I'm just gonna put it in dog water. I don't think they do much at all. All right, next up we have is cutting down to single digit body fat. Now, this will improve pretty much all of the things that I'm talking about. It will amplify them. It will just honestly ascend your life in so many factors. Where do I even begin with these? Now, it will make what I spoke about before, your clavicle bone more dominant when you're leaner. It will make that horizontal plane shelf look far more prominent. It will also shrink your waist as well. You won't have excess fat on the side of your waist. Goes hand in hand with making your frame appear wider. Pretty self-explanatory. I don't really need to go far in depth with that. Also, when you're a lower body fat, your obliques are really gonna show without even training them. It really just completes your overall look when you're just a leaner body fat. I think a appropriate body fat is 10 to 12%. I'm gonna put cutting down weight, so I'm gonna put it up in ascend. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you also hype up the video. Let me dream and say that this video can reach the YouTube hype trending. Leave a comment as well. I reply to almost most of them. Thanks for all the support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.